Hello guys, this is Keyapp, platform for app analytics and app keyword promotion. Before watching this video, please subscribe to our channel to get all the news about App Store optimization, keyword promotion, and of course to get some updates from our service. Also, if you like this particular episode, please leave your likes and comments. We really appreciate this, and this makes us to create even more video content for you. In today's episode of Keyapp Academy, we decided shortly discuss how to use App Store Connect, which section it has, and actually how it can help you in your app performance analysis at the main source of data. So let's start. Enter App Store Connect, you get to the main page where different sections are seen. So it is My Apps, App Analytics, Sales and Trends, Payments and Financial Reports, Users and Access, and some agreements, tax, and banking. So of course, the first section we go to is My Apps. Here you will see all the applications you have published in your developer account, as well as you will be able to add new application or a new bundle for the application which is already published on App Store. When we enter the particular application, the first information we see is some general information about the application and about the current version of the application. Here you can actually add the new version for your app. So as you may see, here are the screenshots. They actually are displayed for the country the app is localized for. Here you can change it if the application is localized for any other regions. And the first is screenshots, and as you may see, different types and different sizes of screenshots are required by App Store to be published for your application, like for different sizes of iPhones and for different sizes of iPads. So the next is promotional text, which will be displayed about the description of your application and will inform the visitors of your application of any current app features. The next one is description. It is like similar on Google Play, but we remember the difference in App Store optimization, that description on App Store isn't indexed, and actually you could use description only as a way to describe your application and the functionality it has, but there is no sense in adding the keywords to the description text. So the next one is what's new in this version. So for each version of your application which you add, you need to add the section which is called to what's new and actually mention the changes you have made. The next one is keywords, and it is one of the most important fields on App Store, which is not seen to organic users and is seen only in App Store Connect. But anyway, here you should add all the keywords, the main keywords connected with your application, to make the application foundable by organic users in this search actually. And it is already more connected with App Store optimization, which we have already discussed for Apple applications. But anyway, let's remember that the maximum number of symbols here is 100, and actually all the keywords should be divided by comma, and there is no sense in repeating the same keywords here. The next is different types of links, copyright, etc., and Apple Watch, which actually may be added if your application is available on Apple Watch. Build and app review information, which should be filled to give the Apple the chance to contact you while they review the application. It is also important to remember that it is needed to provide a username and password, so Apple could sign into your application to complete the review. The next is app information, and it already consists the app name, the subtitle, so title and subtitle, two text assets which are extremely important for indexation process on App Store. So here you can change the country as well, and for each country you can add its own localized version. Some general information about your application like bundle ID, primary language, category which can be chosen, and some content rights, each rating, so all the information about your application. Next one is pricing and availability, where you can check the summary of your current pricing, and actually any upcoming changes connected with the pricing are reflected there as well. So prices, availability, like all countries or regions, some text, and everything connected with the pricing. The next one is app privacy. So on this page, it is needed to mention if the application is collect any data from actually users. The next one is one of the most important. It is about App Store reputation, and it includes ratings and reviews. So on this page, you work with app reputation, and with these stars and some feedback your application gets. As we remember, both ratings and reviews are divided on App Store depending on the region. So here you can choose all countries to see all the reviews, or you may choose some particular region you would like to check the rating and reviews for. There are also some filters, like you may check the reviews for particular app version, you may check the particular reviews connected with stars, and of course you may see the reviews with developer responses without them, or the reviews which were actually edited by the users. The next one is the history of your app version. So all the versions you have for your application will be displayed here with the history in dates and what actually were going with the application within the particular period of time. And app review. So if you submit some items which should be reviewed by App Store, everything will be reflected here. Let's go to some features. The first one is in-app purchases. Remember, in-app purchases allow customers to buy some content or some services within your application. So here you can add in-app purchases. As you may see, the first in-app purchase must be submitted with a new app version. So remember about this when you are going to add the first in-app purchase. The next one is subscriptions, which also should be submitted with a new app version if you add it for the first time. And actually, subscription is renewable and provided for the particular period of time unless the user cancels it. So this is the page to create the subscription. Custom product pages. You can create on App Store up to 35 custom product pages, and for each product page you may use different app previews, different screenshots, and different promotional texts. For example, with the aim to help in promotion of the specific campaign on App Store. In-app events. You can have up to 10 approved in-app events, and 5 of them may be published on your app's product page. So actually, in-app events are timely events for your application which are connected with the particular news, for example, like game competitions or the release of the particular game or the release of particular TV series, let's imagine. The product page optimization, and this page allows you to run A/B tests on App Store to test different assets and get which one performs better. And actually, gives a high conversion rate from view to download. And let's go to analytics. So actually this section which will help you to get the performance of your application. So when you enter analytics, you need to choose the application as well among the ones published. And here is the information. First of all, here is the information about impressions. So, how many times your app icon was seen on App Store. About product page views, it is already how many times the product page was seen, and conversion rate. So, how many users out of the ones who saw your application has downloaded it, and of course total downloads. And let's go to some more detailed information. So total downloads by territory. Here you can see the report connected with the amount of downloads from the particular country. So you can use some filters, for example, choose only first time downloads or re-downloads or total downloads, because we remember that total downloads include both first time downloads and re-downloads. The next one is total downloads by source. Actually, this table shows how many install the application gets from the different sources, and you can go to see this in more detail. So as you may see, here is the detailed information. You can use some filters as well, like first time re-downloads. You can filter by source type, and you can check the information. As we may see, there are different sources of downloads on App Store. So App Store Browse, App Referrer, and App Store Search. And all the information about your downloads will be reflected here according to the type and according to the source, of course. The next table is total downloads by device. So here actually will be reflected how many users which use different types of iOS devices have downloaded your application, like iPad, iPhone, etc. And the average retention rate of your application will be reflected here. All these tables you can check in more details, like to press all and get the full picture of the particular information you need for analysis. The next one is acquisition, which is going after overview, where we had all these tables in short format. So as you may see, it shows the product page views, for example, at this stage, and you can choose what you need. So impressions, conversion rate, product page views, unique devices, some updates, and of course the information will be changed. So you will see how many impressions, for example, the application got for the particular period of time. And remember that impressions, these are the things of the icon of your application. So you will see the source type. You can check like how many users who went from browse has seen your app icon, or from search, or from any other sources. And the next one is metrics, where you can actually see the information by dates. So you can choose what you need to check. For example, the same impressions, conversion rate, product page views, and get the gathered info according to this filter by dates for the period you have chosen. So here is the graph, here is the table with dates and with the number of product page views, for example, in our case. And the next one is retention, which is actually help you to analyze how your users stay in the application and use it. So here you may see the two tables, like February 28 retention. You can change the date here, And Apple said that it is the percentage of users that first installed the app on this date, which you have chosen here, and used it on the following days. And the next table is day one retention. So it showed the percentage of users that used the app on the first day after the first installation. And here is a big table which shows daily retention. So it shows the percentage of users that first installed the app on a given day and used in again in the following day. So you can analyze all the dates, like how many devices installed the application on the particular date and how many of them used the application in the following days. And the next section is called trends, which actually can help you to analyze the sales your application has. So here is overview, and in this bar on the left side, you can actually check everything you would like to analyze, like unit sales, proceeds, pre-orders, some sales. First of all, app units is the number of first-time app units across of all your apps, in-app purchases, the number of in-app purchases, and sales, the total amount billed to customers for purchasing apps, etc. So all the information about these sales may be analyzed actually in transaction. So that was shortly about App Store Connect, just to show which section it has, how you can use it, which information actually you can analyze using different filters. But anyway, if you have some additional questions, do not hesitate to contact us, and we will be happy to tell about working with Apple applications and with App Store Connect in more details, because Connect and developer account actually on App Store is quite informative and consists of a lot of pieces of information. So if you have additional questions, we will be happy to assist. Contact our support team and your personal manager. Get top positions in the search with Keyapp.